Hey guys, Sarah here from Luton with the wonderful Virginia here from WellSorted Professional Organisers. Virginia and I are going to do a number of videos with tips from her and her experience on helping people declutter. So what we wanted to talk about today, Virginia, was if someone's making a move, they've got to get ready for the open home and you know, all those cupboards where everything might fall out. What is a good place maybe to get started? What do you see as the common things for people?
Well, the first step would be to actually put the right amount of time aside to get your place decluttered. I find that when I get phone calls for assistance, they've already booked the real estate, you know, they've got a photographer coming, they've got people coming, they've got the sale date sort of, or the auction date set, and it's like, well, I personally don't have the time. I'm already booked out, and I can't help you. And then you're sort of rushed
Makes the process a whole lot more stressful.
Yeah, that's right. And ideally, you want to be able to cull down as much as you can before you move, if you've got that luxury. Otherwise, you end up with all of it at your new place, and then you've got the stress of, I just really want to get unpacked and settled. So if you can give yourself a good lead-in time and you sort of are thinking, you know, you've just got that thought about moving, then start decluttering now, because you know you can do it at your leisure and have plenty of time to get through it all.
I see that so often meeting clients. They've probably got boxes, you know, still in the corner from when they moved the last time, and they think, oh, well, we'll worry about it when we get there. And I'm sure you've seen that with clients, that they think we'll get to it next time.
That's right.
Okay, so that's a great tip. Make sure that you leave yourself enough time so that it's not causing more pressure on the sale, and for whatever reason you're selling, you've got enough things going on that you want to give yourself enough time. And you know, from my standpoint, you know, you want to make sure that you have those kitchen cupboards nice and empty, or you know, not overflowing, that if a buyer opens a drawer, all the Tupperware falls out. And same with the linen cupboard.
Yeah, that's right. I guess what I would add to that, if you don't have the luxury, you know, either you have to move quickly or, you know, it just came out of the blue or whatever, to, you know, yes, you can do it at the other end. And so you just want to try and pack up areas, leaving out the things that you need whilst you're living in the house, and keeping the basics out, and then packing. I always recommend starting with the rooms you're using least. Like, so if you've got a spare room, or you know, you have your office but you're not using most of it, the junk room, all of those sorts of things. I guess the other something that came to mind was, I did go to an open house, and I would recommend not doing this.
What to do. This is not the tip on what to prepare for.
It did make me laugh. The person had, I looked in the cupboard to see, you know, well, what space is available here to use, and they had hung a sheet in front of of the shelves, so you couldn't see the clutter. And I thought that was a very clever idea, but I did, you know, I obviously looked behind the sheet to figure out what was available. So probably best to, you know, just box it all up then, rather than do that. So a tip not to do. Don't cover it with a curtain, because buyers will look behind as well. They will look behind it. So and I mean, a typical tip that I get told by people like yourself, real estate agents and stylists, who go in and do them, is to remove personal effects, so photos and things that really speak to you, you know, and your family, because someone who is buying wants to see the place in a very neutral light, how their family is going to fit in there and that type of thing. So if you can get rid of that and clear benches and that type of thing, then that's the first. And
I always find the little personal items, maybe, you know, family heirlooms of knickknacks that have been passed down. Or I did have a client once who had a full room of collectible comic books and then the matching figurines, and I said, I've got no idea how much this is worth. Someone else will. I think you should put it all away. Because you don't want someone knowing those kind of things. So it's a good time to clutter, but also when going through this process of getting ready, maybe put away those items that, you know, could easily get knocked over and have sentimental value or you know, financial value as well. All right, there's some great tips. Thank you very much.
That's okay.
Looking forward to chatting again and helping people, you know, declutter some of the extra stuff that they've got in their life.
Thanks, Sarah.